but besides that, you kind of went through it. Grades was always good.
Yeah, grades were always great.
Sorry, I think because y'all always been smart. You and your sister.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm smart.
Yeah. Right.
So so get to elementary school. Trying to just middle school. How was middle school? Good?
Middle school was great up until around, I want to say 7th grade going into the 8th grade. That's when I got this body.
Okay.
Well, no, maybe not this body, but the body.
Everybody from the bird, we know what you're talking about.
The body. So that's when it developed, and people would confuse me sometimes for a teacher versus a student.
I can see that. Wow. So you went from so wait a minute now. So
One
I didn't
summer.
know. So 6th grade you went from, that's to say the average.
7th grade.
7th grade you went 7th grade summer or 7th grade?
7th grade summer.
Okay, so 7th grade school year you like an average. I don't know whether you petite or just regular.
Small.
But a regular petite girl. Then all of a sudden, 7th grade summer.
I went to my father's house for the summertime, and like it's country, rice, and I came back. I went from like a size, I want to say 8 to a size 16 in one summer. And my mom was like, everything she bought me that for the following school year did not fit. She had to go back to the store and buy me all new everything.
So I got a question. What did that do to you? That's a huge jump.
Yeah, it was very, very, it was different. Guys approached me different. My mom taught me some things ahead of time, because I think she knew what I was coming into, because my grandmother was like hips.
Oh, she knew. You didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just, I saw it all the time because this was my family. And I didn't think I'd know. And then I didn't think it was coming that fast. So it was like, I woke up and it was like hips, but my mom was always the one who told me, which kind of, I think today could be damning to tell a child that guys will want you for your body.
I don't think so.
At that age.
I don't think so.
I was in 8th grade. So hormones are running, and all they were thinking about is the one, a young girl's body and the development of. So it was always a fair warning from her. I wouldn't say all guys would want me for my body. Just be careful, because that's what
it's gonna be a first. But what I think sometimes that's real life. Like, oh man,
right?
Be like, oh man, she is.
Right.
Oh man, or he is, or whatever. Okay, so you come into this body. So that next year, did you go through? It's almost like a early 2000s teen movie. Like all the girls hated you and the guys was talking.
I was still that goofy girl. I was still one of those kids that everybody knew, everybody would laugh with. My mom, I hated it. My mom used to put me in these khakis with the pleats and the polo shirt with 3 buttons. I think I had every color khaki, every color polo shirt that you could think of, and had to tuck it. That's how she made me dress, and I had them like little heels every time.
You wouldn't even wear uniforms then.
Tell my mama that.
You wouldn't even wear uniforms then,
tell my mama that.
You the one you had to be. You wouldn't even wear uniforms.
See, Ma.
Okay, wait, you know what you can do? It's your mama, so you can Okay, so we get through that. Okay, so we go through high school, and so you're at your body, so we're gonna we're not gonna focus too much on. How was high school for you?
High school was fun. I was on the marching band. Actually, I was on OW band in the 8th grade. On to my senior year.
That's why your mama had to talk with you. But go ahead.
And I was in ROTC. Okay. So I was in ROTC and band. So I was always active in things. Grades were always good. Honor classes.
That's good.
Everything. So I was good at school. All around person. Laughed with everybody. I never really had issues in that manner.
So you go have fun.
Yeah, just living that high school experience. Okay,
so we get to high school. I mean, you use a band. So I got a question. So at the high school, did you go to college after high school?
Yeah, I went to Charleston Southern actually.
How was that?
I went there for 2 years.
Okay.
And my mom had to snatch my little butt right on out of there. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to.
It happens to the best.
And I hated it because, as I think back now, they tell you to leave. You did 12 years in school. Then the next thing you do is throw me into 4 more years, not knowing. Like, people tell you what you want to become. They, give you a range of what's possible to become, but you really don't know what you want to do in college.
Correct.
So I was thrown into college, getting into this world of freedom.
That's a pretty good school.
Right, and then all I knew was band, ROTC. In high school, my life was scheduled, mapped out to have this freedom in college to do whatever. And I found myself learning how to shoot pool, learning how to play ping pong, and that's about it. Yeah. That's it. That's all I've done. Like, I was a hustler. I used to hustle people on the pool table.
Oh, wow.
To go out. Like, it was a thing, just that lifestyle. It was just fun, and but I didn't do what I was supposed to, and I lost my scholarship.
And so but let me tell you something. I think that story, when I look back now, I think sometimes when kids graduate, unless you playing ball, unless you know what your thing is, sometimes I think you need to take that little break, because most adults, when adults go back to school, they are focused. They're not playing because like, okay, I need to see you. I would advise you. Well, kids are blessings, but like, go have fun.
Right.
Work somewhere. Just enjoy yourself. Yep. And then be like, okay, now it's time to don't take on no responsibility that you can't.
Yeah, that's the lifestyle I really want my kids to take in. Like, I think my outlook is a lot different now. I do have my degree. I graduated from Claflin.
She did. Shout out HBCU Claflin.
Nope. Better know. So I did graduate from Claflin, like you said, because as an adult, you're able to sit down and focus. You know what you want.
Correct.
So after doing 12 years to be pushed into 4 years, that's not the lifestyle you should live.
Unless you know what you're going to do.
Like, no.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that still is forced on kids through parents, because you can know what you want, kill these 4 years in college, and then mess up somewhere else down the line.
I have a question for you, Shawntelthemodel. Do you agree with that? Sometimes I think we should force our kids into professions.
No, I don't agree at all. And I have my own business, and if my kids decide that they didn't want to take over my business, I'm not going to force them to do anything. My job as a parent on this earth is to protect my children. They may make mistakes, they may do dumb shit. I'm here to protect and guide. I can't control, I can't force, I can't force you to do anything. I don't ever want to be that parent.
I understand that. Okay, let me tell you, and this is a conversation. I'm talking with Shawntelthemodel, the person. Hey guys, she is more, we all are more. See, like, oh, I didn't know she can talk. Yeah. I didn't know she could talk.
See,
you know what I'm saying? So my question is, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody in the comments correct me. I think that black culture, you're one of the only few cultures that don't push our children in directions. For the most part, it's always gonna be one or two like scenarios, like outliers. There's always gonna be outliers. But I think as a whole, most cultures, like, you're gonna go this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this.
But does that always turn out well?
I think for majority it does. And that was statistics say, look at the Indian culture. You're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be an engineer, you're gonna be an engineer, that's fine. Now you're gonna come back run my hotel or work at my store. And then you got outliers who become comedians, but those parents be like, if you're gonna do it, you can do it on your own.
I think it's different only because, like you say, example for the Indian community, you say you're going to be a doctor. I'm pretty sure somebody in their family that's a doctor that you can, guide, get that line.
That mentorship, correct.
But how many doctors do you know in your family that say, okay, I want to be a doctor, what's my next step? Usually with black people, we just have to figure it out,
but
right?
We don't guide our kids to do it.
Who don't have their kids?
I said we don't guide our kids to do it.
I would guide them, but I wouldn't force them. So I think it's a difference.
Okay, I can agree with that.
And a lot of cultures do force, and some kids get rebellious. And even you say black people, the African culture, they, they want doctors, lawyers. I think it's the African American culture.
They don't do it. Let me be more specific. When I say black culture, well, because some Africans, they don't call themselves black neither. That's a whole conversation for a different day. Different conversation for a different day. But I'm speaking of African Americans.
Yeah.
That I don't think sometimes we just a hard stirring. Because I think in the course they might not do it, but I say if they push 20, but 17 of them become professionals.
That's true.
That's a high. And don't quote me on that percentage, but I'm just giving an example.
I mean, that's true, and I think a lot of that, they sacrifice different. They do. It's so hard to pinpoint in particular why certain nationality, do different things. And I think